My name is Judayan. From this point onwards, we are trying to switch things up. How are you guys? And welcome to another training session on Shoot Like a Pro. You have been taking through series of trainings on camera operations. You have been taking through series of trainings on video editing. So right now, we feel it will be necessary to bring you out to the field. You have been working indoors for a while now, so we decided to bring you out to have a taste of what it is or what it feels like to be out there in the field. You see the sun hitting on you right now. That is what cinematographers go through. And very soon, it might even rain. And that is still part of what cinematographers go through. So this profession is not for the weak-hearted. It's something that a profession that has to constantly service your mind. For those who do not know, Shoot Like a Pro is a platform where we raise the next big thing in cinematography. It's a 2-month timeline course where you'll be taught several things on the rudiments, what it takes to become who exactly you intend to be. You will be carrying out different tasks alongside your training, both indoor and outdoor. But today, we are going to be training you guys on sound. So what you are used to is the on-camera sound, or possibly just to connect the camera to the sound directly. But this time around, is going to be using the professional boom mic to pick your sounds. And for that today, we have Mr. Jack Endurance. He handles about 40 to 50% of films that are being shot in this industry when it comes to sound and light, and he is a cinematographer. I wouldn't want you to joke with whatever lessons he's going to put you through today. I will be handing over to Mr. Jack Endurance right now, who will definitely unleash that aspect of sound to you guys. From this point onwards, you will be allocated points, 50 points each. So the points can either go up or come down, and there will be evictions from this point onwards. Your dedication matters. You decide by yourself if you want to stay through this course or you want to go home.
Good afternoon. My name is Jack Endurance. I'll be taking you guys on sound. Sound is not something you have to discuss from a distance. So for we to start properly, I want us to come closer. Okay. What we have here is a zoom, a sound recorder. If you are looking at this environment, you will believe, you will agree with me that we are having one problem. Who can tell me what that problem is? So we are not having any other issue from the cars or generator or music. The problem we are having is the natural ambience from the birds. Now, how do you work in such environment? Let's assume that you are to record in a place and this is happening. You can't ask the bird to close mouth. First, you need a device that can help you record your sound separately. The camera can also pick sound, but it's always advisable for you to get a device that enables you to record a good audio. So you can manage a bad picture, but you cannot manage a bad sound. True or false? We live in an environment where we have so many generators. Once it is on, you are not comfortable. Once they put it off, you have peace of mind. Now, like I said, this is a Zoom H6. Why is it a Zoom H6? It's because it has it can take 6 channels of mic. From the body here alone, it can take, this is channel 1. I have to isolate this part because I don't want to use it now. It has channel 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, it also has another mic that is connected here that also gives you the privilege of either controlling which of the channels you want. Now for today, we are only going to work on, let's just say, just one channel. To do that, I'm going to be using a Rode NTG2 mic. Now, why the Rode NTG2? Rode NTG2 too is a professional mic. It's not like one of those condenser mics that picks so many ambience at the same time. It's a directional mic. Means it picks a clearer sound from wherever point you point it to. If this mic should be facing me, it's going to pick more sound from me than when you are talking. So, but some other mics, they pick everything. You can't control what comes in. Now, to do that, if you are shooting, maybe you are doing a movie or an interview or even a conference meeting where you can't get close to your subjects, you can't mic the person. You don't have access to a body mic, but you have a boom mic. What you need is a fish pole. This is a fish pole. Now, this fish pole has different layers. Once it is adjusted, it will get longer than what it is. So each of these layers makes it grow longer. With that, you can comfortably get your sound from wherever point you find yourself. Now you need a cable. The way the cable is being soldered also has a way of affecting your sound. Most people, they solder this cable, the head, joining two wires together. Now, this mic, like I said, the Rode NTG2 mic is a phantom powered mic. What do I mean by phantom power? You don't need to put battery to use it. As long as your device is also, it has a provision for phantom. You just enable the phantom in the recorder, you plug the mic, plug the cable, and you are good to go. Which means the battery of the recorder will now power the mic. But for this, I am not going to use it on phantom power. I'm going to be using it with, okay, first, I can't be holding this thing on my hand, so that's why I have to put this strap. Why this strap? So that I can hang it on my neck, so that my hands are free for other stuff. It has a provision for battery also. Like I said, I'm not going to do the phantom power. There is a battery in it already. I put in an alkaline battery, AA. With this battery, now I am telling the mic to use its own battery and leave the battery of the recorder alone. So for today, this is what we are going to do. You fix this. This. Now it has the female and the male head. So you have this, goes to your mic. First, you will not allow it to drop so that it will not affect the connection inside. Now that is why they make this. You adjust the cable in a way that it doesn't obstruct your adjustment. So this is how I'm going to strap this. So with this, whatever I'm doing here, it doesn't affect my cable. Now the SS, I will not let it drop, because if I should let it drop, while we are recording, it will be hitting the mic. Once this happens, it sends the same sound to the recorder. When you are playing back, you'll be hearing that same sound. So you try as much as possible to avoid, when recording, avoid rubbing the mic, the fish pole, so that it doesn't send this unwanted sound you are hearing now. So what will you do? You roll it on it. For example, if I need to make it longer, like I said before, each of these, at any level you want, you lock. You need a headset. So I didn't come out with my main headset, but I think I have something I can just monitor the sound with. This is not professionally what you should use. You need a bigger headset that can cut off the ambience that is coming. Let it be that the only thing you are hearing is the sound coming in from your mic. As a sound recordist, it is your primary responsibility that as you are recording, if anything goes wrong, don't keep quiet to say editing will take care of it. Editing will not take care of anything. I can remember when your coordinator was talking, there was an aircraft that passed then. If you are recording an interview or it is something you have control over, you have the right to tell the director to hold on until you have a clear sound. Or maybe you are recording and there is a siren passing that will disturb your sound. You have the right to tell your director or whosoever, please, the sound is bad. At this point, they should hold on and they'll wait for you to get a clear sound. Once you have a clear sound, then once you are good to go, you give them signal to continue. You watch some movies or documentaries, you hear maybe somebody is running and you are hearing the footstep. Those are folly sound. It is the work of the sound recordist to provide that. Again, you might be a sound recordist and might not be someone that creates folly. Like I said, everyone has their own offices. Now, if the project requires it and you don't have it, you can't use what you don't have. So far, for you to get a good dialogue in whatever project you are doing, you need a good sound setup. Don't always struggle with your equipment. Whatever you don't understand, ask questions. That is how the sound works. So you can't record with this like this, because if it is windy, it will be blowing into the mic. So you need a windshield to cut off those winds and you have a clean sound. You should be able at all times, make sure that your mic is pointing to your subject. Now, if I'm to record for a medium shot, this is like a medium where the camera is taken just from here up. If I'm recording a medium shot, the mic shouldn't pass the breast line, my chest line. It shouldn't pass here. If it's a lady, it shouldn't pass the breast line. Why? So that the camera will have space for their framing. If you are recording interior, you should look out for shadows. You watch some movies, you see boom shadows on the wall. The reason is that the sound person did not take notice of those shadows. You are only just being carried away by what you are doing. At the end of the day, you will not be able to use whatever that has been recorded. Now, what I'm going to do now is to have this record. Okay, I'm recording now. So whatever I've recorded now, I'm going to play back so that we see or we hear how it sounds. This is from the boom mic, not from the lapel mic now. So let's play back. Remember, this is play. Now, what I'm going to do now is to have this record. Okay, I'm recording now. So whatever I've recorded now, I'm going to play back so that we see or we hear how it sounds. This is from the boom mic, not from the lapel mic now. So let's play back. Now, if you allow it to hit red, like if I should shout, it's hitting red now, right? This is bad. Now, at that point, you cut down. You cut down from the recorder so that it doesn't pick much of it. Because there are some scenes that require someone to shout. It is your work to make sure that your mic, the dialogue you are recording, remains at the same level at all times. It's not too low and it is not too high. Do you have any question? Feel free to ask your question. I'm here to tell you what.
Okay, sir. What if they are shooting while? So they want to take everybody's sound. So how will you set your mic? Like, let me say they have about 5 people in that scene and they are talking and they are shooting while. How will you set your sound, your boom mic?
Yeah. Let's assume that everybody is talking at the same time. Now, this mic, like I said, should not be pointing elsewhere. It should be what? Be in a direction whereby it picks all the sound that comes to it.
Are there recording device better than this?
Yeah, we have a couple of other recording devices. We have a mixer. We have so many other brand of mixer that are bigger.
So you said these records and mixes. What is mixing?
When I started, I made mention of a production mixer. Now, you have somebody doing this separately. The person's work is to carry the boom. It's called the boom swinger. He is not the person on the mixer monitoring the sound, mixing the sound. Now, mixing in the sense that this person is talking, this person's voice has started going up, is becoming bad. His work is to control the level of the mic, the sound that comes in. It is not the person carrying the boom. But on this very set now, I am the person carrying the boom and also controlling this.
Sorry, sir. I have one question.
Okay, please.
Like normally, where we normally do our normal shooting with the cameras, either the master cam or the other one. Then we actually, when we finish, we want to look at what we have done so far, either a short film or so. We bring out the SD card from it. So if we take all the sound and the rest of it in a set, how do we get it from
The device.
the device?
That's a very good question because I didn't mention everything. Now, this record also has a port for a memory card and is using a currently is recording into an SD card. So after you finish recording, you just remove the SD card into your system and you copy your files straight. There's no two ways about it.
You talk of getting sound when someone is working. You never tell us how to get the sound.
Follow the person while he's working. As he's working, my mic is recording the sound. Or you go back to the studio and go and create those sounds. Or you buy. You don't download somebody's work. You buy or you create your own. Because if you use any downloaded sound and you upload to many of the social media platforms, they will strike you for copyright using somebody's content that is not your own. So it is always better you create. I always create all my sound. Everything you hear in any of my projects, I create them myself.
What about some websites? I heard some websites give contents that are not copyright, that are free from copyright. That is, anybody can use them.
Yes, they say anybody can use them. Tomorrow, it is for today. Anybody can use them. They also let you know that those their terms and conditions are bound to change. So what if now you put up a project out there and the same people that tell you that you can use it for free today change their terms and conditions tomorrow? Are you going to bring down that your content to change the sound and re-upload? Then what happened to the views that content has generated at that point? Once you pull it down, that means you've lost it. You know, for this work, we know they get man or woman. So we are going to share the work. So one person is going to monitor the audio. Another person is going to carry boom.
Today's class was one of the best things I didn't expect though, and I learned a lot. I quite understood that this is actually a sound mixer and how to use it.
Then they fly the commode if you understand that.
They don't come up finish you. Oh, they don't do, we don't get the sound. Okay, today's experience was totally different. At least coming outdoor to come and do this experiment. It was totally different, a different experience, and there's a whole lot to learn in today's class. So it's an awesome one.
Enter under the boundary.
today we tried getting the sounds of birds today, but amateur moves, we couldn't get enough of it. But we learned a lot today.
They're going towards the birds to get their sound. It was a different walk, because heading to the place, at least with all of my colleagues, we head there and we tried to get the sound, but the birds flew away, and according to our instructor, we have to hide somewhere and wait for them to come back for us to pick that sound. But we don't have the patience to wait, so the birds flew, so we didn't get the amount of sound we needed. So that's it, but the lessons was learned.
We learned a lot, starting from the sounds, understanding that we have different types of mixers. We have 2 channels, 4 channels, 6 channels, how to use the boom mic, when to use the lapel mics and all of that. Then we also did a practical. We went to record Foley sounds. But on getting there, I guess because we were plenty, we scared the birds away and we couldn't really get what we wanted. And because of it's our first time, we made a lot of mistakes, starting from the sound recordist not knowing that the cable sounds was interfering with the Foley sound, so we couldn't get it clearly. But that's that though. We learned this today, and I'm sure adding this to what we've learned so far, we're becoming pros gradually.
I'm very happy today, though I thought when boss said we are going out, so I thought we are going to go out for shoots. I don't know, we are going out to learn about sound. Though I haven't seen this type of boom mic before, but today is my first day of seeing this type of mic, and I've learned a lot about it. I'm very happy for today.
Play back, let's hear what you have recorded.
Judgment Day. The birds, as if they don't know they come. They are not finished from the tree.
Just the way we have heard the sound, what did you hear more? Cable noise. Now, this is the disadvantage of not taking time to work. Now, it is the work of the sound recordist. You were with the recorder.
Yes, sir.
You were hearing it. Now, it is your work to tell him to be mindful of the cable that he was making noise with it. Essence of getting closer is so that once you're close to your subject, you have a stronger direct sound coming in. So what you would have just done was just to allow it stay at a place or hold it at a place, press record. Now the reason why when you get there the sound ceased was because when you get there the bird saw so many persons and they left. So recording an ambience, if I'm to record this ambience, I will go here, look for a place and hide myself, just plant my mic, hide myself and wait for, when the bird feels that there's nobody, they will start coming out and be making their noise and I will record my sound. If you are the one, you see people you don't know in your environment, you will first hide. That was exactly what they did.
On today's training, we've been introduced to the usage of sound materials in getting sound, the equipment used in getting sound. We've been introduced to the mixer and the recorder, and also we were introduced to the fish pole as well. This pole used in controlling the boom mic is called fish pole. It can be extended to any length at all. And this right here, this foam, we were introduced to this foam. This foam is used to control wind and other sounds that you don't want to come into the sound mixer and recorder. We try to get the Foley sounds in the case of the birds. And we were told that the Foley sounds are extra sounds like the footsteps, the movement of the bushes and the sounds of the birds around. So we are told ways which we can make those recordings happen and get a very good ambient sound as well.
How are you guys today?
We are fine.
So how did the task go?
Very good.
It's getting seriously tuned up from this point. We are starting to approach the more aggressive, the more intensive aspects of this training. I learned you guys had issues while taking the foley sounds for the birds.
The birds
Okay. Each of you have 50 points. Default, when your points drops below normal, you'll be out of this show. Okay? So please, let's try to be more serious. Let's take our tasks. The last time I asked you guys to carry on a task, which was to use your mobile phones to take some few cutaways. I think it took some of you like 3 weeks to do, something that was just taking normally a day, about 3 weeks. So that shouldn't happen again. If it happens again, points drops. I wish you guys a safe stay on this platform. And for those who may not want to take it seriously, I wish you guys a safe journey home. All right, thank you very much. And that will be the end for today's class. We'll see you guys again next time. Bye.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.